Okay, got the handlebars in place, kind of going for that bobber, not quite monkey bars actually, because they still use the factory controls, so I didn't actually have to extend any of the cables or anything like that. So taller bars, but not humongous. We're going with a sticker tank theme here, but ignore it for the moment because it's work in progress. I'm not sure where we're going to end up with that. It's the paint's bubbled because of its age and everything like that, so I don't really want to sand the whole thing down. I might actually just let it do this patina thing and start to tear up a little bit because it kind of fits the vibe of the kind of trash bobber. Wrap the pipes, which was much more difficult this time than I thought it would be, but we got full wrap on both like this. And because I'm a little bit of a noob in some ways, I cut it quite a bit shorter than I thought I would. So it's gonna sound loud. It's gonna be an angry bike. The carb's missing at the moment because I'm rebuilding it, so there's where the carb would go, but I'm rebuilding it, it's almost done. I'm gonna chop this off, these rear pegs. These are the rear peg supports rather, and this also supported the exhaust, but since there's nothing there, I'm gonna chop that off to streamline it a little bit like this. But this is what I'm really excited about right now, is just got this Springer seat installed. Still needs a little bit of finishing touches, needs to be tightened down a little bit. I need to do a little bit more finish welding here on the rear section, but it's actually come along pretty well. I think it fits the line of the bike really well. Like, it's pretty legit, and it kind of mirrors the springs in the back like that. So, and when they're compressed, it actually cuts a really mean profile. Let me see if I can back up a little bit, like so. But the shape of the bike is really coming along. I'm liking this kind of minimalist look. I think it's going to turn out to be really dope. This is faux alligator skin, which I thought was really cool looking. It actually looks really authentic when you get up close, but I don't know, just something kind of funky because this bike is meant to be a little bit of a train wreck, basket case, whatever you want to call it. But I think it's starting to cut a really vicious line here. Really pleased with the work so far. Not a whole lot else left. As I said, got a finish welding there. The carb's almost rebuilt and that can go back in. Dropping in a new battery just here. I'm actually going to do a velocity stack instead of the traditional airbox because that airbox was trash. So velocity stack here. One thing I noticed in doing my work was this chain is really shot. In fact, this might actually be the original chain from 20 years ago. So I've already got a new chain on order. This is a 520 by 108. So I've got one of those that's coming in next week. So I'll replace the chain. And then give it a good clean because it's dirty. It needs to be tidied up and everything like that. But otherwise, she's pretty much there. I'm running an old Ford style, a Model T style taillight and license plate bracket that's going to be over here. It's going to kind of come into this area like this. So there's going to be the stoplight here. In the state of Texas, you don't actually have to run tail light turn signals. So it will be just the license plate bracket with the stop light here, and then I will run some small turn signals on the front, not the big old rabbit ears I had before. Here's the cable like this, but I'll run little turn signals up here on the front just to keep it legal because it needs to be there. The front brake is still in place, but it's actually, technically the front is just a spool. The front brakes have been eliminated in that respect, so there's no, you can see down there's no caliper and there's no lever for it up here, so it's going to be a rear brake only. A little bit of a death trap, to be honest with you, but it's got that sort of old school bobber minimalist vibe about it. So yeah, watch this space. Hopefully we'll be done in the next few weeks and get her fired back up again. Have a good day.